Good afternoon. Uh, we welcome you all to this NACO Prayogshala CD4 Equa training program. And I would like to invite Dr. Soumya to say a few words because today participants are from Bihar, Goa, Gujarat, Karnataka, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Odisha, UP, Uttarakhand, and West Bengal. So I would like to invite Soumya to start the training.
Thank you, sir. So, good afternoon to everyone. I am Dr. Soumya Shukla, Associate Consultant in Lab Service Division. So, as you all know, this training is regarding NACO Prayogshala for CD4 NQA round 33. So, some of the labs are newly registered, those who have not registered. Actually, some we have relocated some machines to these new centers. So, they are very new to the NACO Prayogshala. And some of the labs are those who have never been doing fill this form. So I would like to ask Manoj sir to give the training on NACO Prayogshala. So sir, please proceed with the thing.
Thank you, Soumya. Thank you so much. And meanwhile, you know that how to fill the CD4 EQA in starting from the readiness to result submission. But this time we have added one more component to it, and this is as per the ISO 15189 to 2022 requirements. So you must have seen that one more layer of tab has been included, and you need to fill that. After that, only you will be able to submit your results of EQA. So first of all, I will begin this training with the uh, starting point. So first of all, what we do, we always come to Google, and on Google or Chrome, we can always type www.nacoprayogshala.in. When we click nacoprayogshala.in, what comes? You can see here there is a pop-up coming, and it tells us that what is going on right now. So in this pop-up, we can see here there is one message regarding NQR 33 CD4 PT round 2026, and it says that PT samples were dispatched on 3rd August 2026. So one information we have got that PT sample was dispatched to your laboratory. You might have received already, or you must be getting today, tomorrow, by this time. And another message is the last date of the result submission is 13th August. And then another message is it is mandatory to fill the CAC agreement before submitting the result. So we will see what is this CAC agreement. And then you can see here another information regarding VLPT is given. And third information is regarding NACO Prayogshala, if a helpline like number is there and email ID is given below. So through this pop-up, we get to know what is going on currently in this NACO Prayogshala. And in the NACO Prayogshala, we can see here the last tab here, tool for CD4 PT. So we always click on tool for CD4 PT. Once I've clicked this tool for CD4 PT, again this pop-up is coming here. So always it is important that we should read very clearly what is these messages about. We should never escape or cross without reading. So once again I have gone through this pop-up. After reading this, what I will do, everyone can see here that login ID and password is asking in order to go inside the CD4 tool. So I've just logged in one of the credential, and this is for testing purpose also. So what we will do after putting the login ID and password, we can see our dashboard. Okay, and in dashboard we can see that the type of facility, name, facility ID has been given, and then credit profile is there. Then after readiness for CD4. So whenever we receive communication from NACO and NITOR, first of all, we submit our readiness. That's yes, we are ready for submission of, we are ready to accept the EQA so that we will test, and then we can give the result. So the first thing what we need to do, we should always update our profile in case any person had changed, any information, any address or any name and number, anything, we should always see that my informations. So you can see here, these are the informations regarding your laboratory, your in charges, your like laboratory technician, what machine is there, how many machines are there. So we should update it first, and then you can submit here. After submission of this profile, what you need to do, uh, I will just show you once so that it will be refreshed for you. So first, as I said that the moment we receive communication to fill the readiness, we click on this submit readiness. So after clicking this submit readiness, what you need to do, all the informations are coming, it is fetching automatically. What we need to do here, what NQI is there, and a round and panel ID already given. I think you can see here in the serial number 21, readiness for upcoming CD4 round. So what you do generally, you click this and you say that ready to participate, or a lab is having any issue in terms of breakdown or any other different challenges, what they used to put not ready to participate. But whether you are ready to accept or not ready to accept, you need to fill this information. And then, if you are not ready to participate, you have to give the reason. Like, as I said, like it could be machine breakdown, non-availability of kits, non-availability of staff, lab under renovation, or anything else. And then you can put remarks here in detail that why you are not, or if you have any other suggestion, you can give it into the remarks, and then you can submit it. So generally, once you submit, what happens? Nitwar used to prepare the panel, and after preparing the panel, they used to send the EQA to your laboratory. So once you have submitted your readiness, you can see the readiness what you have filled from here, view readiness. And you go to the search button, you can see that like NQR 29 was the last. So you can check here, it will come all the detail that ready to participate. So this is how you can check. After submitting, you can check your readiness. Okay. Then the new component as per ISO 15189, which is the new tab, is called CAC agreement. So let us see what this CAC agreement is. So I have to fill one agreement. So this agreement, CAC, means confidentiality and anti-collusion agreement for PT testing. This means it talks about this is the confidential testing because you are already testing the patient sample. And this PT EQA tells you about how your system is stable, how your performance is going on. It tells about the overall picture of your testing. Then once you will come to this CAC, you can see here your name, address, NQR round is already given. So what it talks about, it says that I or we undertake that all PT sample results, data and related information shall be handled confidentially and used solely for the intended purpose of participation in the PT program. ये किसी और प्रोग्राम में हम यूज नहीं करते। दूसरा है I or we shall not communicate or share or disclose PT results data or any related information with other participant. Okay, so you will not share whatever results will come to any other laboratory or personnel. Then a third point is I or we understand that any form of inter-laboratory communication regarding PT results may be considered collusion and may compromise the validity and integrity of the PT scheme. So this is a kind of oath we have to take, and then you have to tick this. Like, I will hereby understand and accept the above mentioned condition. The following staff involved in PT sample testing and reporting will fully comply with this condition. And what you can give the name? You can give the name of LT. Let's suppose I am just putting Manoj Kumar is my name. I'm the laboratory technician. So I'll say that laboratory technician. Okay. Again, if the name is Soumya Shukla, so if she is my laboratory in charge, I will say she is my laboratory in charge. So this is one of the example I have given. So how many like people, because why I'm giving these two names? One, I am performing the test, and another supervisor's name I have given or in charge name I have given, because my supervisor or in charge will verify my result, and then I will submit these names by ticking. This tick is very important. If you'll not take, you're not able to submit the data. So once I have submitted, what will happen? Now I will go to the submit data, and once I have tested my equa sample, I'll put the round, I'll put the year, and this is how I'll put the QC number, date when it was received. You can enter this date whenever you have received your own panel. Then when you have tested that, you can put, again you can write the name of lab in charge, then lab of operator who has tested the equa sample, and then what platform is there, like you can find out from here the list of the equipment, then flow cytometer, or like what are the methods, then antibody combination, what is this, absolute count, and then you can enter your result here. So one more thing is very, very important. Whenever your result comes, whatever results are there, you, whether it is CD4, CD3, CD4, CD8, CD45, whatever, CD14, you need to enter all the information. And when it comes to the result part, many of the lab, what they do, like they used to write just absolute. They will not write the percentage one. So both of the things you need to enter here, like absolute CD4 count as well as what is the percentage of CD3 if it is coming in your result. So both of the round you will write here, like absolute as well as percentage, and then you can submit here. Once you will submit, then what you can do, then only you will be able to view your data, like what is the data, you will be able to see it from here. So likewise, I'm just showing you one of the example here. The lab has given CD4 absolute count as well as the percentage of this absolute count. Okay. Here in panel, you don't need to fill by your hand. It will come automatically when you will select the instrument. Okay. Only you need to add the result part. And in case of any, you can view the report from here. Here, everybody knows about it. Most of you are like new or having some difficulty. That's why we are reiterating the same point. So this is how your result comes. One results comes, you should put it into your file. Look, and you should always discuss about Z square, that where I am lying among all the labs, all the peer groups. So this part you should always discuss with your in charge and laboratory part. And then comes this certification of participation. And here you can see that, okay, it will come like last. Okay, so data is not here. That is why it is not coming. In case of any problem, like if you got warning or rejection, what you need to do, you need to fill the root cause analysis and corrective action. So what you will do, the lab will only fill the root cause analysis when their report will be warning or maybe rejection. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to fill the unsatisfactory round. What was the round? You got the unsatisfactory, and then the what was the year? You should always reading starting from this point. If it is yes, then you should find out where you have done or some mistake was there. So once you will read and start putting these problems like in the form of question, like whether it was clerical issue, environmental issue, procedural issue, competency issue, equipment related issue, or supply related issue, sample related issue, or random error. Once you find your own answer, you can submit here. And once you submit this RCA-CA, you can see the view RCA-CA. Okay. And you can see here one of the RCA-CA, it was filled by the laboratory. So you can see here what was your root cause analysis. And by every, once you have completed your EQA, like NQA 33, you should always fill the feedback form. Okay, so once you have clicked on the feedback form, this dashboard has appeared. So here you need to, against the select round, after selecting, you should go to the new feedback. You can see here in right hand side, after this home button, there is a new feedback. So you click the new feedback and you can give whatever genuinely you feel, you can give the your feedback, whether it was good. If you have any suggestion regarding sample or any other suggestions, you can write here in detail. So Nitwar and NACO will take action based on your feedback. And then if you have any accreditation related information, you can put it here. So one is the input where you can put your data, what kind of accreditation, when it was happened, and once you have submitted, you'll be able to see it from here, like what was the accreditation. So here in this case, you can see here the lab has ISO certification, and this is how what was the date and everything will come out from here. So now it's time for question and answer. Do you have any question regarding the CD4 NACO Prayogshala? as I shared, like you have to start. I'm just once again replicating that those who have joined lately. First of all, you should go to the Chrome or any of your browser. You put www.nacoparyogshala.in. You click enter. After that, your log a pop-up will come, and in that pop-up, the current information has been given. It will be mentioned, and you should read out those information. Then only do OK or close that button. Then you put your login and password. Once you will put the login and password, this tab will come where your edit profile is also there in the right hand side, and then below here readiness is will be given, CD4 PT, CAC. So this CAC has been added this time, and this agreement is because confidentiality and partiality has been added in ISO 15189 2022. So it's very, very important that whatever test we are doing, we have to do on the confidentiality is very, very essential. So this is why, first of all, in order to do the EQA panel testing, you should do the, first of all, you should fill the CAC agreement. Then only your submit data will come. If you'll try to go to submit your result, you'll not able to submit button will not find, you will not find submit button. जब तक आप CAC agreement नहीं भरेंगे तब तक submit button में submit का आएगा ही नहीं आपके पास में. तो सबसे पहले CAC एग्रीमेंट आपको फिल करना है. उसके बाद में सबमिट बटन पे जाएंगे, अपना डेटा डालेंगे, कंप्लीट डेटा डालने के बाद सबमिट करेंगे, व्यू करेंगे, और जब रिजल्ट आपका रिपोर्ट रिलीज होगा तो यहां से आप व्यू रिपोर्ट से रिजल्ट आप ले सकते हैं. एंड देन सर्टिफिकेशन ऑफ पार्टिसिपेशन यू कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम हियर. इन केस अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम आ गया, कोई रिजेक्शन आ गया, वार्निंग आ गया, तो आपको रूट कॉज एनालिसिस एंड करेक्टिव एक्शन का फॉर्म अपीयर होगा, वो आपको फिल करना पड़ेगा. जब आप फाइंड आउट करेंगे कि क्या प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, उसके बाद में आप इसको सबमिट कीजिए. सबमिट करने के बाद में यू कैन सी योर CACA, एंड ये होने के बाद जब आपने सबमिट कर दिया, देन यू शुड क्लिक ऑन द व्यू फीडबैक, और फीडबैक का जो जो क्वेश्चन है वो फिल करके, अगर आपका कोई एडिशनल पॉइंट है जो कि आप सजेशन देना चाहते हैं उसको भी दे सकते हैं. ठीक है. एंड अगर एक्रेडिटेशन रिलेटेड कोई इंफॉर्मेशन है तो इंटर डेटा आप डालेंगे, सबमिट करेंगे, एंड देन यू विल बी एबल टू सी द in from the view data you will be able to see your what information you have given regarding the accreditation. So this is it.